Welcome to the RadioU podcast. Coming up, which state can't stop watching football, even when they're driving?
Also, is Copy-pedia just a Wikipedia cosplayer?
All that and more on the way next. Happy birthday to Allie. Allie, it's your birthday today.
It is.
How should we celebrate?
I don't know.
It's your special day. We got to do some special stuff.
Okay.
First of all, people definitely need to text in happy birthday to 8772 RadioU. We're going out to lunch today.
We are,
You
yes.
picked out a fish restaurant. Mm-hmm. What is it with the fish restaurants lately?
I know. I didn't even think of that. But also, I feel like my restaurant, even though it is known for like their fish and chips, they have a large menu.
Yeah, it's definitely different than Red Lobster.
Yeah.
That was such a wild, not bad, but just a wild pick when Nene's birthday came around.
I enjoyed it, Nene. Don't get us wrong. We enjoyed it, but we were shocked by it.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. I'm looking forward to your lunch today.
Okay. Good.
I was thinking another thing we could do. I'm just springing this on you right now. What if like every once in a while we played like one of your favorite songs as like a song that you pick? Wouldn't that be fun?
I would love that. And also, I might throw some throwback songs in there because I love the throwbacks.
Yeah. Of course. The RadioU Throwback channel, you could just listen to that anytime. But you can also make some special birthday throwback requests right now today. I was thinking, too, we could cut the songs you don't like.
Oh.
Whichever those may be. If you have any other ideas for how we should celebrate Allie's birthday today, let us know at 8772 RadioU. You know, it was, I said this to you yesterday. This was crazy. If you remember a year ago, you just started here. You started on my birthday.
Yes.
And I was really excited because for my birthday, got a mini chainsaw.
Right.
And then you came in here on your birthday and you said the best thing you got was paper towels, right?
Yep.
And so then one of your, I don't remember who it was, one of your family members got you a mini chainsaw keychain so that you had something as cool as I got for my birthday.
Yes, it became a running joke in my family, particularly the cousins group chat. I've mentioned this before, but my cousins and I, we have a group chat, and they were like, the best thing you got was paper towels?
That's literally
you had
what
a great
you said.
birthday.
You just started here, so you were new. Maybe you're still getting, used to things. You just panicked. You were nervous.
Yeah, I was still getting my bearings.
What did I get for my birthday? And you looked around the room. Paper towels.
Which I did get a whole bunch of them. In fact, I just finished the last roll that I had from that set of gifts that I got because I got so many paper towels.
How many was that? That's valuable information.
It was like I got 3 packs of 2.
So it took you a year to use 6 paper towel rolls.
Yep. Took me a year.
You don't use much paper towel.
No,
that's
and
good.
Also,
good for the trees. And
I'm also one person, and so it's like I'm not exactly having a bunch of people over that would need
and if you're
to
pretty
use
clean,
paper towels.
if you don't spill a lot,
I don't.
and then you use other material, like you use a rag for cleaning instead of paper towels.
Yeah, I've got like rags, dusters,
dust,
all of that stuff. So I mean, I do use paper towels for cleaning certain things like glass or whatever. But I just now finished the last one.
Anyways, the point was we both got chainsaws last year,
Yeah,
and then this year Chainsaw Man is the #1 movie in the theaters.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
What are the odds? I think that says something. What does it say? I don't know. But it can't be
the year of the chainsaw.
It can't be happenstance. Today's also a big day if you're a fan of Battlefield.
Oh.
The game.
Okay.
Because Battlefield 6 has free Battle Royale launching today.
Oh, they're trying to get into the Fortnite game.
Yeah, they call it RedSec, which is short for Redacted Sector.
Okay.
It is free to play, as I understand it. You can just hop on there today, hop on Battlefield 6, and be playing some Battle Royale for free. It's not, it's separate from the Battlefield 6 that you would have to pay for.
Yeah.
So that intrigues me because I don't like to pay for things.
Right.
And I like to play video games.
Right.
And this feels like a little more of a, grown-up version of Fortnite. So maybe I'm a grown-up. Maybe this could be for me.
I always kind of thought that was Overwatch. Overwatch was the grown-up version of Fortnite.
Yeah, I will say I've tried many, and I was expecting that this would come up. I've tried many of the other Battle Royale games.
Yeah.
Obviously, Fortnite kind of was like the first one to really get big.
Yeah.
And then there's been like Call of Duty had its own version. And I just really couldn't embrace any of those as much. I wasn't drawn in as much. And I don't know what it is about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I just need the childlike version of Battle Royale.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on why I don't. But I like the team version.
Yeah.
Team deathmatch, I'm in.
Yeah.
But Call of Duty free-for-all Battle Royale, not as much for me.
Yeah. I really like Overwatch more than Fortnite. I have not played a lot of Fortnite, maybe like once or twice, but Overwatch I played a whole bunch of because my little cousin Carson would like ask me to play with him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll try it. And I ended up really liking it. So
Maybe it's because I'm more likely to get beaten the more
in Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Overwatch.
There are so many more characters to understand, all of their different, like
that's a good
ways
point.
to play them.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Fortnite is just like everybody plays the game the same way.
Right.
And that is what, like I remember playing Apex Legends. It's just too involved for me. There's like different abilities and stuff, and I'm just like,
for every character.
I can't keep track of all of this.
Right.
It's too complex.
Well, what I do is I just find one character, get to know them and their strengths. And
the other ones don't even exist.
Yeah, I'm like, I play this one person. I play the one girl that can like attach the bombs to different places.
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember her name, but she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so
Bomb girl.
Yeah, bomb girl. And so I play her and I ignore all of the other characters.
We're really showing how just bad we are at video games.
I know. I'm not good, guys. I'm not good at all.
I want to be better, but I don't want to put in the work to be better.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which is actually true of so many things.
I don't have the time also to like actually get better at these video games.
I have the time and the effort in me to be good at like one thing.
Yeah.
And that's this. So if I start getting good at video games, the show might suffer.
Right.
And we can't have that.
No.
Silent Planet, Super Bloom. See, I'm so good at this. Watch out, Wikipedia. There's a new internet encyclopedia on the horizon, and it's coming for you. 8772 RadioU. Grok-pedia launched yesterday. Grok-pedia, of course, is the Twitter X Elon Musk competitor to Wikipedia, which I didn't know we needed a replacement for Wikipedia.
I was going to say, what's wrong with Wikipedia? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Historically, Wikipedia sometimes treated as not necessarily a reliable source.
Yeah.
But I think that largely had been fixed.
I was going to say there's ways to double check that. They would let you know if the source had not been confirmed.
Right. So you can literally still use Wikipedia, and instead of citing, like if you need to make a bibliography or whatever, instead of citing Wikipedia as the source, find the source that Wikipedia is citing and cite that.
Exactly. Super easy.
And Wikipedia's I use Wikipedia probably several times a week.
Right.
I've never had any issues, except for then when it asks for money.
Yeah.
But some do have issues with it, including Elon Musk.
Oh.
And so he is trying to replace it with Grok-pedia, which launched yesterday, crashed out, and then has been relaunched. So you can go look up Grok-pedia right now, see what kind of information you can learn, and compare it versus Wikipedia, see what you like better.
Well, apparently, I don't think you will need to be doing much comparison because many of the pages are identical to Wikipedia's pages. And it says they contain a disclaimer stating the content is adapted from Wikipedia.
Hold up.
Licensed under Creative Commons Attribution, Share Alike 4.0 license. This is just a joke. This is just Wikipedia rebranded.
So he didn't make his own. He's instead of editing Wikipedia himself, Elon Musk, he's copying it and changing it on his own site.
This is ridiculous.
That does seem like a big ripoff.
He framed it as this massive improvement over Wikipedia, and it's just copying Wikipedia.
Yeah. And editing it where he wants to and not having to go through, because when you edit on Wikipedia, right, anybody can just edit it.
Yeah.
Have you ever edited Wikipedia?
I have not.
Me neither. But I believe anybody can just edit it, and then it has to be like reviewed or something.
Right.
Like there's some kind of process.
It is kind of wild how that can happen. And I will tell you a funny story. I remember being in college one time, and our college men's basketball team beat another basketball team really, really bad in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody from our school went to their Wikipedia page, and this one kid on our team, his name was Jevin Knox. He scored like 50 points in that game.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the president of the university to Jevin Knox. And so for a certain amount of time, you could go look at Bethel University, and it would be President Jevin Knox.
Jeez.
Changed now. It's back to normal, but
Wikipedia
anyone
has
can
like
go
a
in
history
and change
log too, right? So that's probably still in there. You can look back at all the edits to whenever that happened.
It obviously wouldn't be there'd be no citations for it.
Yeah,
as far as like cited sources.
That's the fun of Wikipedia, though.
Right.
But typically, Wikipedia is fine.
Yeah.
The idea that, it just feels like a ripoff for Elon Musk to just be literally stealing it.
Yeah, to just copy it. That doesn't make
How
any
much is he
improvement.
donating to Wikipedia? He can donate enough so that we never have to see a Wikipedia beg for money ad again and just have his own fun little site that he wants.
Right.
Then we can just keep using Wikipedia.
I'm sure Wikipedia is trying to find some way that they could sue if there is truly a way for them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just copying over the information, maybe there is a way for them to get some money out of Elon Musk.
It really feels like just like copying someone's homework and changing a few of the words.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
This is just a joke.
And when you're saying like some of the reason he says that we need a new Wikipedia is because it's biased. Well, then why are you copying?
Yeah, why are you copying it if it's biased?
Write it all your own. While most of us were sleeping last night, the Los Angeles Dodgers took a 2-1 lead in the World Series in a historic game, 8772 Radio U, a game that equaled the longest game in World Series history. It went 18 innings.
Oh my goodness.
Of course, that is the total of 2 entire baseball games.
Right.
They played the entirety of 2 baseball games to decide 1 baseball game. It ended with the Dodgers winning 6-5 after 6 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow.
What time on the East Coast? I was trying to do the math.
Well,
so it started at 8.
Started at 8 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
I don't know what I guess that would have been.
6 hours. That's 2:39 a.m.
Yikes.
Eastern time. Obviously, that's it was on the West Coast. It was in L.A.
I was going to say, good thing this game was in L.A.
Yeah, right.
For those fans.
So that means that it ended just before midnight.
Yeah,
there.
probably. So a little more acceptable for a playoff game.
They still had time. I was thinking, like, if that happened here, if the game had been in Toronto, you're not going into work the next day.
No way. No way. But also, you're not leaving.
No, you can't leave the World Series.
It's a playoff game. It's World Series, and it's going 18 innings. You cannot leave that. That may never happen again.
Yeah. It's it has happened, I think, once before, but either way, this is equaled to the longest World Series game ever. Yeah, you can't leave.
No.
Especially when you think about how much you paid for tickets. Right. And why would you want to? It's so exciting.
Exactly.
The tension.
You would be on the edge of your seat every single minute, especially if you're a Dodgers fan, because you have the opportunity to walk it off, which is exactly what Freddie Freeman did with a homer in the 18th inning.
Yeah, so an exciting game, a lot of great plays. Shohei Ohtani had another historic night. He hit 2 home runs, had 2 doubles. He was intentionally walked 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
He reached base 9 times.
I was going to say, how many at-bats did he have?
And for some reason, we still haven't checked the bat. What? Can we just check the bat? That's all I'm asking. And the Blue Jays, another tough blow for them. Not only did they lose the game, but George Springer exited the game with an injury, and he's been one of their, if not the most valuable player.
Yeah, that's terrible.
One of their best
not know
batters.
that.
So, I don't know if he will be back and ready for Game 4 tonight or not. I'm certainly hoping so, because you don't want to have other questions of what if or injuries deciding things. And I'm rooting for the Blue Jays, so George Springer being back would certainly help. Matters.
And you don't want to go down 3-1.
No, yeah, definitely not.
No.
You do get to go back home. The Blue Jays already came back from being down 3-1 against the Mariners and being down 2-0 against the Mariners, so they have it in them. But the Dodgers are kind of a different animal.
So the World Series, are they doing it 2-2-1-1-1? Is that how they're doing it? Or are they doing 2-3 and then back to
Let's
Toronto?
find out. There's only one way
That's how they did it in the ALCS and NLCS. Was they would do 2 for the home team. And
yeah,
then
Wednesday.
3.
Wednesday is game 3 or game 5 in tomorrow
Toronto?
in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are doing 3 in a row in Los Angeles.
Yeah, so you got to win for the Blue Jays. You got to win one of these two. But you got to win one of these two.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be able to survive. But then you get to go back home for those last 2 games. The Blue Jays can do that. Tonight it's Shohei Ohtani on the mound versus Shane Bieber,
Okay.
who hasn't been great in the playoffs so far, and Shohei obviously has, but you can get to him pitching.
Yeah, he's not unbeatable. That's the thing is I think people don't realize, like, yeah, Shohei, incredibly talented, but it's not like he's the best pitcher out there.
Yeah. The other funny thing to think about last night for the game, imagine having any player prop.
Oh.
Either you go under somehow, like you had over hits, 18 innings, somehow he still didn't get his 2 hits.
Yeah.
Or you have the over, or if you had the over, or you had the under, and you're like, well, I would have hit if it didn't go 18 innings. I would have cashed.
Right.
You just can't be happy either way.
Well, I mean, if you had anything for Max Muncy, bad night for him. Over 7.
No, exactly. There's some people had their Max Muncy tickets, and they're like, this is the at bat. They stayed up the whole game. I just need Max Muncy. Just get on base, buddy.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do it for you.
Couldn't do it.
What a way to go. Over the weekend, I went to a castle.
Yeah.
A castle that was built just by one guy. Mm-hmm. He basically did it by himself.
And it looks awesome.
It's really cool. It took him like 50 years, and he just kept building, and he did it all on his own. And the guy is not alive any longer, but they did have like a few videos. I didn't sit and watch all of them, 'cause that would have been taking a long time. But some of the like history or like videos of this guy talking about his castle, and the stories he was telling. He was talking about how like where the castle is located is kind of like out of the way.
Yeah.
He said that it's like where police or whatever don't really patrol or whatever.
Right.
And it's right by the river. So he'd have a lot of drunk people coming down to hang out by the river and then causing trouble.
Oh.
So they'd come mess with his castle. But he's in his castle, like he's really, you know what I mean? Like he didn't need a security system.
No.
It's a castle.
Yeah.
Like your house, somebody could come in and mess with you. At a castle, they're not going to have a lot of success.
Right.
Like how are they going to get in your castle?
Right. They're not breaking in.
And I thought about that. I was like, dang, that actually does, like, that is kind of cool. Like I've never had a security system at my house. If anybody wants to come break in.
Yeah. Don't just give that information out, Hudson.
Nobody knows where I live. Look for the house that doesn't have a security system.
People are going to try and find you now.
But I never really worry about it. But I do like the idea of like, even if somebody did want to come try to bust down your door, like break in or whatever, you're going to know about it long before they have any chance.
Right.
You go back to the olden times of castles, they had like the molten whatever they would pour on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The lava?
Yeah.
Just fire.
Because there's just no chance of them getting in, right? It's
Right.
like they're just going to keep standing here messing around unless you pour molten lava on them.
I don't think they had actual lava.
It wasn't lava, but whatever it was, I mean, it was flaming.
Yeah, it was some type of like tar.
You were
fire.
safe, though. You were safe. You could do that. You had time to brew up a batch of molten lava to pour on these people because they had so little chance of actually getting into your castle.
Right. You had like moats. You had drawbridges.
Yeah, you were so protected in there.
Yeah, you were very safe.
You could sleep so soundly. Yes, it's a castle, so like if you didn't have good insulation, you'd be cold. But other than that, I think you'd have a pretty good night of sleep in a castle because you'd just be so secure. And the Bible talks over and over again about how God is our fortress. And I love thinking about that. When the world is coming for you, when it feels like people are attacking, people want to come get you, whatever, it's just like, no, I've got a fortress. I can sleep easy knowing that God is just here to protect me, just like a castle would.
Right. No, that's absolutely great to think of it in that way of like God is a place that is safe a safe place.
Right.
And there's so many of us that don't know that. We don't know what safety, we don't know what peace feels like and looks like. And God really is the only place where we can truly find that peace and that safety.
Yeah, that's a good point. You spend so much of us spend so much of our lives just constantly feeling like something is chasing you. And when the one thing finally stops, then it's the next thing.
Right.
And you never really get a break from it. But you can have a break. You can get that rest, that comfort that comes with just knowing you're safe, knowing that it's going to be okay from a relationship with God. Find out what that's like. Ask God for that peace, for that protection, and see what he does for you. Start talking to him wherever you are. See, God, come into my life. Take care of me, and he will. You want to know more? RadioU.com/free gift. Halloween is almost here. It begs the yearly question. Is trick-or-treating chopped? 8772 Radio U. Let us know. I do feel like this is a debate that seems to have more and more steam behind it every year, that trunk-or-treating is the replacement, a better, superior replacement to trick-or-treating. 8772 Radio U. What do you think? Allie, how do you feel about trunk-or-treat versus trick-or-treat?
I don't think it should be a replacement. I think that we can have both and that's totally fine. But I will tell you, what I've noticed is trunk or treat has grown in popularity over the years.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, trunk or treat, anytime I got to experience that, it felt very like insulated. And now like the whole community's involved.
Yeah.
It felt very much like it was just your local church or your local group that was hosting it. And now it's like everybody from the community is coming out to participate in a trunk or treat. Schools are doing trunk or treats now. So yeah, it has.
I know a lot of like towns will have a trunk or treat thing where you go and you get candy and you also get business cards for all of the local businesses.
Love that.
And the police are there and you get to meet the dogs and whatever, which I don't know. I'm with you. I'm a solutions oriented guy. Trunk or treat and trick or treat. Do both. Get more candy.
Right. They can both exist. They're both fun, and there's no reason that one should replace the other, because I still think the classic going door to door is so fun.
Yeah.
And I don't want that tradition to die because, you know, our kids should be able to experience that. They're already not okay with a lot of social settings and social anxiety. So like it should be a good thing for them to have to go knock on a door, talk with somebody, talk with an adult, get candy, and
say thank you.
Exactly.
And get some exercise.
Right.
Fresh air.
I mean, they're getting exercise with a trunk or treat too. They're walking around, but it's a little more when you're going from door to door in a whole neighborhood, and also you're meeting your neighbors. That's a good thing too. So yeah, I don't think they need to replace one another. I think they can both be here. It's fine. One does not detract from the other. And yeah, I'm okay with them both being around.
I do not want trick or treat to go away.
Me either.
I'm very adamant on that.
We do continually get terrible weather for trick or treat and better weather for trunk or treat.
You never know.
That might be playing into this too.
You never know. I also think every year, the other thing that frustrates me is that there's people that are like, I don't know about trick or treating. What if there's drugs in the candy or razor blades or whatever? And I looked this up because I'm like, has this ever happened?
Right.
And the answer is basically no.
Yeah, has this ever really been a problem?
Yeah, it's not. It's like basically just a wives' tale, like a rumor that has never actually like really taken place. So that I'm happy about. I'll tell you what my big Halloween trick or treat stance that I will not waver on.
Yeah.
That was, and I'm going to do that next.
Okay.
Coming up, the thing that trick or treat, I don't really care. I say do both. But I do have one Halloween stance that I will not change.
All right.
We were just talking about, is trunk or treating better than trick or treating? My response, I think Allie and I were in agreement here at 8772 Radio U that they both have their merits.
They're both fun, they're both good, and I think they both can stick around.
Why not both? But I do have one thing that really gets my goat every Halloween, and I'm tired of it, and I need to say something.
Okay, share it.
And that is trick-or-treating not on Halloween.
Oh.
The towns that schedule trick-or-treat for like Thursday. Like that would be doing it on Thursday night. No, that's a no. And that's a why. Why are you doing this?
Yes.
Why are you making me? If I want to hand out candy, I'm doing it on Halloween. If I'm a kid and I want to get candy, I'm going out on Halloween. Stop asking me to, like, it's already been scheduled. You don't have to schedule it for me and pick a different day to be cute. It's on Halloween. It's easy. Everybody knows this.
Right. I agree with you. I think for this year, especially, we're seeing like it should be on Friday. It should be on the 31st. In my local town, they're doing it on the 30th, and we have a 90% chance of rain. It's going to be a miserable night for the kids that go out in their costumes. It's going to be cold. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be blah. And I think there's like no chance of rain on Friday. So it's just like an example of why we should do it. But I think the reason that they are doing it
Let's hear it.
I don't necessarily agree with this reason, but I think this might be why this has happened. I have no actual like answer as to if this is the reason. High school football. Playoffs are starting this week for Ohio for their high school football. And in the town I live in, high school football is huge.
Okay.
Like a religion. And so I think that might be the main reason. I don't have confirmation, but honestly, I think that might be a reason for this year, at least, why they were like, yeah, we don't want it to be on Friday night because we have high school football. And that causes chaos enough with people coming to the games or whatever. So I don't know if that's the reason, but to me, it seems like that might be why they wouldn't want it on the Friday versus having it the day before.
I think that's valid, but wrong.
Exactly. I don't necessarily agree with it. I would much prefer if it was on Halloween itself. It makes much more sense to me, like what you said. But yeah, I think it's because of high school football. It looks like Max might be saying the exact same thing. Yep, he said he thinks it's because of high school football.
They did it last Saturday?
What?
That's wrong.
Wow.
That's so wrong.
He said it was good weather last Saturday.
But it wasn't even close to Halloween.
No, it's not close at all.
Let's have our Christmas celebration on December 18th.
Yeah, that doesn't make
any sense. For no good reason at all. What if there's a football game we want to watch on Christmas?
Right. You can't just have Halloween whenever you want it.
Yeah.
It's one day a year and it never changes.
July 4th is on July 4th.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is on the fourth Thursday of November.
Yeah.
Halloween is on October 31st.
Every year.
You trick or treat on Halloween.
Yeah.
Other things can either move or they can coincide.
Yeah.
You do trick or treat on Halloween.
Yep, I agree with this.
And stop asking me, because the real it's one thing for the kids. I think for people that want to hand out candy, like
now we have to look it up. We have to find
what you're having is like. How many people came to, how many kids went to houses in Max's neighborhood last Saturday because they were told this is trick or treat night, and the people didn't have candy because they didn't know.
Right.
Because especially if you don't have kids, why would you know which day is trick or treat? Right. Why would you be keeping track of that?
Right.
If it's not Halloween, it's easy to plan for when everybody knows when it is.
Right.
You're switching it around.
This also ruins all of our fun Halloween movies.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If it's on the 25th instead of the 31st, that doesn't make any sense.
It really bothers me. William says some places are having trick or treat on Halloween. Yeah, I mean, some places it should be everywhere.
Yeah.
And if I was a child, I'd be like, I don't care when they say it is. I'm going out on trick or treat.
I want it on Halloween.
And I guess I'm going to be tricking a lot of houses if they were told by the town that trick or treat was last Saturday.
Yeah.
And they gave away all their candy already.
I didn't know trick or treat meant the town gets to trick us into thinking that Halloween is on a different day.
Yes, this has to stop. It's the powers in our hands.
Right.
As people handing out candy, we just all decide. It doesn't matter what the mayor says.
Call your senator.
Go trick-or-treating on Saturday. Or Friday, I mean. Go trick-or-treating on Halloween.
Yes.
We're still talking about Halloween, though. Allie, tell me what you just discovered in our research.
Okay, so I've got the cousins group chat, and the cousins have chimed in and they've let me know.
Some of them have kids, right?
Yeah, they do. They both have kids.
Okay.
And so they let me know that basically our town, which is the town of Pickerington, Ohio, is a part of this Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission that has set a unified trick-or-treat date for the next 5 years. And this commission has basically determined that if Halloween, October 31st, falls on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, then trick-or-treat will be held the prior Thursday. So that's what's happening this year.
So half the time, Halloween is not trick-or-treat day.
Yeah.
And why?
What we're trying to theorize here, that this commission, basically they want
Hold on, wait, first of all, commissions don't decide Halloween.
I know, that's what I said to them. I was like, this convoluted plan is so dumb because it's complicating things for no reason. But to me, what it sounds like is some Karens have done some complaining about kids maybe doing some tricking, which is the whole point.
That's the whole point.
The whole point of trick-or-treat. Okay, I don't want to yell, but I'm getting close to yelling. But anyways, it sounds like some people did some complaining, and then this commission happened, and so they want kids to have kind of like a curfew, basically, because it's a school night most of the time. You know, it's going to fall on a school night all of the time if you follow this commission. Then you are going to have an earlier bedtime. You need to get home. You need to get to bed. You need to be ready to go to school the next day.
Yeah.
And so it's going to lessen the trickery that will happen, I guess, or the trouble that these kids will get in. It sounds like that might be some of the reason behind it, which I hate. I don't think this makes any sense.
Well, hold up. If I'm a child and I can trick or treat on the day that they're going to tell me for some reason, and I have to be done trick or treating by 8 o'clock, which, you know what? Like, I think most people would abide by that.
Yeah.
But you can still trick on Halloween.
Right.
Halloween is still Halloween. That's the thing. That's the
kids
thing.
are still gonna get up to dumb stuff if they're already gonna do dumb stuff. This commission isn't gonna stop them from doing dumb stuff. But I do think that's probably the reason they've come up with this. I just personally don't think it's a great reason. And also, my cousin Kathy made another great point. She hates having to get her kids up the next morning if they were up late, getting all hyped on candy.
This is what I'm thinking. I would think the weekend would be better for tricking and treating.
Exactly. I would much prefer as a kid to be able to have some type of event that night. You know, if I knew it was a Friday night and I didn't need to get up early the next morning, I would much prefer that. I would have a lot more fun knowing I don't need to get up early the next day.
Exactly.
Kids are having to get up earlier and earlier. They have to get up at like 6 a.m. now.
If trick or treat is 6 to 8 on a school night, you stay out till 8. You stay out till the very last minute. You get home. You're not going right to bed.
Right. You want to look through your stash.
You got to dump out the bucket, sort out all the candy, eat half of it, and then you're going to go right to sleep after you eat a bunch of candy. No.
You got to take a shower.
It should be done on the weekend.
You got to take a shower. You probably just rained on for the past 2 hours.
Yes.
So yeah, this is insanity. I do not get rid of this commission. How do we get rid of this?
Why are we listening to a commission?
Yeah, why are we
Who let a commission decide Halloween?
Why are we complicating this? Who is letting people decide this type of stuff? This is why local government and elections are important.
Yeah, but I'm voting on Tuesday. I'm voting for whoever says trick or treat is Friday or trick or treat is on Halloween no matter what.
Somebody needs to run on that. That's on their campaign.
I
will make Halloween on Halloween
in this
again.
Off-year election, I'm a single issue voter. It's trick-or-treating should be on Halloween.
I can't believe this is the hill we're dying on, but also I can believe that this is the hill we're dying on.
Because we're right.
This is the right move.
Yeah, we are correct.
Yes.
If you disagree, you're wrong.
You're on the wrong side of history.
We need to move on. We need to do some happier things.
It's true. This is getting us too ramped up.
All right. Cam Scatteraboo, star rookie running back for the New York Giants, suffered a devastating ankle injury in the team's game on Sunday against the Eagles. Allie, did you see the video of it?
Yeah.
This one I missed, and now I think it's been long enough. I wasn't watching the game at the time. I didn't see it at the time, and so since it didn't just happen, and if people say it's so gruesome, I'm going to skip it.
Yeah, I think...
Usually I want to look it up, but I'm going to skip this one.
I think you make the right decision there.
I know. It's not going to make me happy to watch it.
I don't know about you,
but for some reason, when everybody's like, oh, that's such a horrible injury, I'm like, I want to see it.
Well, I will tell you, other grotesque injuries, I can't picture what they feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But because I've had so many ankle injuries in my own life, whether it be sprained ankle or twisting it or whatever, I've never broken an ankle. But for some reason, ankle injuries, I can feel those when I see them.
Oh, I know what you mean.
And so, yeah, I would recommend not watching this one.
So he dislocated his ankle, probably tore up a bunch of ligaments in the process. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. Really unfortunate.
Yeah.
But there is good news. The game was in Philadelphia. known for its hospitality and welcoming fans.
Oh, sure.
That whip batteries at people, whip batteries at Santa Claus. But shockingly, the Philadelphia fans actually first, like when he was carted off the field, treated him very nicely. But then at the hospital, none other than Big Dom, who is the fixer for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's seen on the sidelines a lot. He's gotten into like some scuffles. He's been banned from the sidelines for some periods of time, I think.
Okay.
For getting into trouble, but like they call him, he's a fixer.
Okay.
He showed up at the hospital to deliver Philly cheesesteaks and pizza to Cam Scattaboo.
That's adorable.
I know. Isn't that so
love
nice?
That. I love that type of sportsmanship that we're seeing. It's reminding me that a few weeks back during the playoffs, this playoff series between the Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians, Tarek Skubal hit David Fry in the face. And he actually walked over to the team the next day because he found out that they were going to the hospital to see David Fry, and he went with them to see David Fry.
Yeah.
So I love to see that type of sportsmanship. That's awesome, especially from somebody that's kind of already known for a pretty bad reputation.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a pretty big move on his part.
Yeah, it was definitely, that's a nice gesture for sure. And you know, I love cheesesteaks, so that would be an extra special treat. Like it wasn't just anything.
Yeah.
It was Philly cheesesteak. Cam Scattaboo, he had some good words too that he shared. He said, "Thank you everybody for the support. Surgery went well. I just want to thank the city of Philly for taking the best care of me. Every moment I spent in the hospital with family and friends, I felt loved and supported in every way. Thank you to the doctors, surgeons, and staff that did their best work on me. This is just the beginning of my journey. I can't wait to show you guys all about it. God has a plan for me. Stick the course, and it will all work itself out. Be right back."
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's such a great message from Cam.
A good guy to root for.
Seriously, I'm hoping for the best for Cam Scattaboo. He was having an amazing season, so I hope he recovers quickly and is able to have another great season coming soon and a great career, really.
He seems like one of those guys, too, that like captures really what I want. Like he plays with his hair on fire, a lot of toughness, leaves it all out on the field. Kind of like maybe you're wondering, like, does he really hate the other team? But like that's what I want. I want the players to really like have a lot of animosity to each other during the game. Yeah. And then be able to like put it aside when it's all over. Right. But I want him to like, I want the Red Sox to hate Aaron Judge as much as I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want Aroldis Chapman to say, I would never go back to the Yankees. He said earlier this week. That's what I love. But you can still hug it out after the game.
Right.
You think we'd be better off if we were like China? 8772 Radio U. Listen to this new law that
we'd be a lot less free.
Well, listen to this. In China, they've just passed I don't know how it works. Passed a law, decreed a law. I don't know how they do it.
Decreed. They don't have a king, but it is kind of a little less free there, as I said.
Either way, there's a new law in China where you or influencers have to have college degrees.
Okay.
To talk about specific products or specific topics.
Yeah.
Or risk being punished.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know if we can have any more clear evidence than that they're not as free as America.
The idea is if you are an influencer on any of these Chinese social media platforms and you want to speak about health or finance, law, things of this nature, you have to have a corresponding college degree, or you are going to be punished in some way. I don't know exactly what the punishments are, but I think it's probably safe to say you don't want to be punished.
Yeah, I would think not. Yeah, this is crazy.
They want this to reduce misinformation, which is cute that in China they think that a college degree would help reduce misinformation. Like that's the barrier.
Right.
Listen, I am pro, like I think it's good for people to go to college. But just the simple fact of having a college degree doesn't mean you can't still be saying nonsense online.
That doesn't prove anything. And there are plenty of people that I disagree with that I think say absolutely ridiculous things that are far more educated than I am. And so, I don't think that helps at all. In fact, all I think this does, it just hurts the Chinese populace by making them less free. It sounds very controlling, which we already know their government is very controlling. They control the movies that come into there and that can play in theaters. They control what type of stuff actually is on their Wi-Fi and on their social media. That's why they have their own type of social media, because they don't trust their own people to be on like a social media that's the rest of the world can access. And so, I just think this just shows that they're very controlling over there. Their government is.
Here's the question. This is not the right way, whether it would be effective or just morally correct to do this. I think the answer to both is probably no. But in the United States, we certainly have a problem with influencers. We got some bad influencers.
Oh, absolutely.
So what do we do?
I think the onus should be on you as the person consuming the information. You should be able to de-influence yourself. You should be able to look at content and say, you know what? I think they're wrong. Or you know what? I don't actually need that thing that they're trying to hawk to me. I don't need it. So it should be on you as the adult that you should be like, you know what? I don't need this stuff.
So we're doomed. Hard Rock Bet, one of the sports betting apps, just did a survey recently about where people like to watch football.
Okay.
And what they found was that in Ohio, people like to watch football while driving their car. 20% of people from Ohio in this survey said they would watch a football game or other sports while driving.
Watching it.
That's what it says.
That is nuts. I've listened.
Which was the highest state out of all of the states.
Oh, that's completely believable. Ohio is absolutely football obsessed, especially with the Buckeyes. But I have listened to plenty of football games.
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
I've listened to basketball games. I've listened to baseball games. I feel like the sport I mostly listen to in the car is baseball, just because there's more of that.
There's more games. I also think baseball is the best sport to listen to on the radio.
Broadcasts are so good. And the radio announcers are way better than the TV announcers.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Hamilton, he's in the Hall of Fame now for the Cleveland Guardians. But I do listen to them. But have I watched? I mean, I've watched it when I've been a passenger in the car.
Of course. Yeah, that's fine.
But
that's not driving.
But driving and watching football, I mean, like I said, again, I'm not shocked by this. But that's insane.
I mean, 20%, 1 out of 5 Ohioans.
So many people
said they would watch sports while driving. Maybe you could take issue. Maybe the numbers are a little off because of how the question is worded. Maybe some people are like, well, while I'm in the car, sure. But that's not what it says.
Yeah.
While driving. While behind the wheel of a motorized vehicle. People are watching football in Ohio.
Wow.
That does show how obsessed they are.
Shows how obsessed, but also shows you how little that law that Ohio did pass, where it's like, put your phones down.
Yeah.
How little that's really done.
It's not working. So here's a gray area that I saw when the Red Sox were in the playoffs.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok of a guy that had the Red Sox game playing on his phone. He was driving, but he had it so that it was reflected up on his windshield. So he was still looking at the road, but the game was reflected up on his windshield. Does that count?
I think that still counts as distracted driving, because you're still going to be looking away to the part of the windshield where you can see the reflection. And so that's still going to remove your eyes from the road.
Yeah.
So I don't think that works either. Sorry.
That's tough. And it was baseball. Just listen on the
just
listen to the radio.
They do a great job of explaining the action. And the same with football. They do a great job of explaining what's happening.
I remember listening to the NBA Finals when I was driving. Yeah. Like a lot of sports you can actually really enjoy on the radio.
Yeah, the radio.
And I'm not just saying that because I work for the radio.
I was just going to say, I am saying that because I work in the radio, because these guys deserve props. They do a great job. They announce it well, and they keep you engaged in what's happening. Like, you may think, I won't know what's going on. No, you'll be able to know what's going on. They give you time and score and all of that fun stuff. So you're good.
I just think it's crazy. Like, I feel bad even touching my phone while driving.
I can't do it.
And 1 out of 5 people are like, I'm watching a football game.
I've seen people like that will literally have their phone up by their steering wheel as they're driving.
Right.
Like, I see them driving.
Perched in front of the speedometer.
Right. I'm like,
watching Netflix.
How are you doing that? Like, obviously, some of these people are getting in accidents.
They have to be.
Yeah. There's no way that
there was 180,000 car accidents in Ohio in the last 12 months. Now we know why.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to the Radio U podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.